Hi everyone, welcome back to your entrepreneurship classes. And in the previous classes, you have learned about the characteristics of entrepreneur and ethics of entrepreneurship and entrepreneur. Now we will proceed ahead to the next topic, that is values. Okay, so what is this value, or what are values? So values are, moral standards and guiding principle that affects the behavior or that governs the behavior of a person. So values which are considered good in a civilized society are, honesty, truthful, love, affection, respect. All those are considered good in a civilized society. So entrepreneurs also have certain guiding principles and certain standards which guide the behavior of entrepreneurs. Okay, so those guiding principles that guide the behavior of entrepreneurs are known as entrepreneurial values. Okay, so entrepreneurial values are those values which guide the behavior of entrepreneurs. So this there in any individual there is core values, or there are core values in an individual. So what are these core value, or what are core values? These core values are the values which determines the behavior of a person, or which determines the behavior in a person. Okay, so core values are those values that determines the behavior of a person, and it is affected, and it is an element of three factors known as the action factors, the environmental factors, and the physical factors. So these three, that is action factor, physical factor, and environmental factor, are the factors that affects the core values in a person. So a study and a survey have found that these four core values are dominantly found in entrepreneurs, or there are four core values that are mostly found in the successful entrepreneurs. So let's look into these core values that are found in entrepreneurs one by one. The first core value or core values that is found in entrepreneurs are innovativeness and creativity. So the first core value, or the dominant values that are found in entrepreneurs are the value of innovativeness and creativeness. An entrepreneur is never satisfied with what they have. Okay, even if they are satisfied, an entrepreneur always looks for new things. An entrepreneur always searches for new methods and new experiments in his or her venture. What an entrepreneur needs is not only innovativeness and creative mind, but with his imagination and intuition, an entrepreneur find something new in the market, or bring something new in the existing market. So the first core value that is found in most of the entrepreneurs is the value of innovativeness and creativeness. An entrepreneur needs to be a creative and an innovative person. The second core values or value that is found in most of the entrepreneurs are independence and ownership. As we all know that entrepreneurs want to be their own boss. They want to be the master of their own. An entrepreneur does not like people directing and instructing them, because of the trait that they have, that is the self-reliance trait. So an entrepreneurship enjoys the ownership of his own. He wants to be the master of his own, and they enjoy the atmosphere of freedom. Therefore most of the entrepreneurs are self-confident, and they are independent, and they enjoy to be their own boss. So this is the second core value of an entrepreneur. The third core value that is found in entrepreneurs are quest for outstanding performances. So entrepreneurs are people who always work hard. They do not believe that success is not the belief that success is not by luck, but success comes to entrepreneurs by hard work, and hard work is the only way to success, is what the entrepreneurs believe. Therefore entrepreneurs always quest for excellence. They have a standard. That standard becomes the yardstick to measure the performance. Okay, so they have that standard, that is the yardstick so as to measure the performance. They always quest for excellence. Entrepreneurs are adventurous people who love challenges and face challenges which are very difficult. They take up the tasks which are very difficult and tries to solve the problem and bring alternative solutions of that problem, right? So entrepreneurs always quest and they are thirsty for excellence. Entrepreneurs always perform the task in a very, systematic and organized manner. They plan things accordingly so as to outwit its competitor and perform the best in whatever they do. The next core value that is found in entrepreneurs are respect for work. A survey in USA has found that 79% of entrepreneurs who work in small businesses works for 40 hours per week. Okay, so the survey have found that 79% of entrepreneurs who works in small businesses works for 40 hours per week. And even in India, those entrepreneurs who have just started their businesses works for 12 hours extra. Okay, they works for 12 more hours extra per week. So, entrepreneurs are always hardworking people. They are focused in their work, they are focused in the activities that they take up in order to achieve their goal. They have the respect for the work that they do. And so entrepreneurs are always people who believes in hard work. So these are the core values, okay? The 4 core values that are dominantly found in entrepreneurs are innovativeness and creativity, independence and ownership, quest for outstanding performances, and respect for work. Most of the entrepreneurs might have started their business with no money or very less money, or might have a difficult childhood and a tough childhood. But entrepreneurs and persons, those who have these 4 core values are very successful. So entrepreneurs, those who are successful, have these 4 core values. So the next topic that we will proceed ahead to is attitudes. Okay, so what is attitude? This attitude is a psychological attribute in a person which shape the behavior of a person. So it is a psychological attribute of a person which shapes the behavior. Okay, so it is always good to have the right attitude. As entrepreneurs, you should have the right attitude to work efficiently and effectively in your business. Right attitude is always the key to success. Right attitude in an entrepreneur would lead him or her to a very long run. Therefore, to have the right attitude in an entrepreneur is very important. Not even in entrepreneur, but as an individual, it is always good to have positive attitude in whatever you do. So, let me just cite to you an example of attitude so that you can understand the meaning of attitude well. Okay, so there were 3 young boys who were doing their homework. Okay, the 3 young boys were doing the homework. They were in the same school and same class. A person came and asked them, "What are you doing?" The first boy replied, "I am doing my homework because my parents asked me to do so." The second boy who was doing his homework replied, "I'm doing my homework because I don't want to get punishment from my teacher." The third boy replied, "I am doing my school homework because I want to build a base of my knowledge and to get an understanding of my books." So, the 3 same boys were doing the same work, but their attitude towards the work were different. Okay, the 3 boys doing the same work in the same class were asked the same question, but their attitude towards their work were different. Therefore, attitude differs from person to person, and it is always good to have the right attitude. Another example is another example I would like to cite. Another example. There were 3 laborers who were working at a construction site. Okay, there were 3 laborers who were working at a construction site, and a passerby asked them, "What are you doing?" Then the first laborer answered, "I am earning my living. Can you see it?" Okay, so the second laborer answered, "I am building a wall, or I'm constructing a wall." Okay, and the third laborer answered, "I am building a beautiful mansion." See, they were doing the same work, but the attitude towards the work were different, right? So it is always good to have the right attitude towards whatever you are doing. Therefore, as an entrepreneur also, we need to have the right attitude towards performing our task and running our enterprises, okay? So there are two types of attitude, that is positive attitude and negative attitude, okay? So positive attitudes are those attitudes which are good, which are considered good, and negative attitudes are those attitudes which are not considered favorable or good in a society. Therefore, a person needs to have the positive attitude and right attitude in whatever he or she does, okay? The next, we will come to the features of attitude. So there are four features of attitudes, and the first feature of an attitude is it affects behavior. So there is a natural consistency between the behavior and attitude. So your attitude will affect your behavior directly. Therefore, attitude affects your behavior. If you have the right attitude, your behavior will, you will perform your duty in the right way, and your behavior will be right? Therefore, there is a natural consistency, okay, between attitude and behavior, and attitude have direct impact on behaviors. Next is invisible. Attitudes are invisible. Since it is a psychological phenomenon, we cannot see attitude, right? We cannot see attitude, but we can feel attitude from the behavior of the person or from the behavior of that particular individual. Therefore, attitude is invisible. It cannot be seen, but we can feel it through the behavior of the person. The next is attitudes are acquired. Attitudes are acquired, okay? Attitudes are not inherent, but they are acquired. We acquire attitude from our parents since our childhood days, okay? From the time we are born till the time you are, growing, and till the time of your death, you acquire attitude from your different sources. From different sources and, areas you acquire attitude, and we will look into the sources later and how attitudes are acquired, okay? We acquire attitude from different people, maybe from friends, family, etc. We acquire attitudes. The next one is attitudes are pervasive. Attitudes are, applied everywhere, not only in business, and attitude is not only limited to enterprises and businesses, but it is applied in everything, and it can be applied everywhere. And attitude is a general thing and not only limited to business. It can be applied everywhere. For example, a person might have a positive or negative attitude towards a particular religion, right? So that is an attitude of a person towards that religion, and that does not come under the business context, right? So attitude is pervasive and it is a general term and not only limited to business. So these are the four features of attitude. So let's look into what are the sources of attitude, okay? From where does attitude come from, and how do we acquire attitude? There are three sources of attitudes, and we acquire attitude from three sources. The first one is from personal experience, okay? We acquire attitude from our personal experience. That is, for example, a person working in a company might find his job very challenging, but if his or her co-workers are very cooperative and very positive towards him, then the worker might have a positive attitude towards his work, right? So, personal and direct experience is by the person itself experiencing the attitude of the person. As I have cited the example that the person might find his job challenging, but as long as he finds the co-workers, helpful and very supportive, he has the right attitude towards his work. The second source of attitude that is acquired is from group associations, okay? We acquire attitudes from different groups, a group of people that we deal with, maybe from our friends, right? From our friend circle, we might acquire attitude. We might acquire attitude from our church members. We might acquire attitude from our neighbors. We might acquire attitude from the different sources in the neighborhood. We might acquire attitude from everywhere and anywhere that we go and interact with those people. We might acquire attitude from our classmates, right? So attitudes are acquired from different groups and social interactions with other people. Okay, the last sources of attitude or the last source from where attitude is acquired is from influential persons. We acquire attitudes from certain influential persons, such as maybe from our parents, right? Our parents are influential persons for some of us. Maybe from your relatives, maybe from your friends. Some of these attitudes are are acquired from influential persons, or maybe from attitudes are acquired from influential persons such as Mahatma Gandhi, right, Mother Teresa, or even Jesus Christ. So we acquire attitude from influential persons. So these are the three sources of attitude. That is, attitude is acquired from different sources and it is not born. Okay, this is the perfect example of this feature of attitude, that is, attitudes are acquired. Okay, so in anything that you do, it is always good to have the right attitude, and right attitude will always lead to you in a longer run. So attitudes and values do not conflict. Attitude and values, okay, attitudes and values are different things, but even in value, you need to have good value. Okay, you need to have good value which are considered good in the civilized society, such as helpful, respectful, trust, affection, honesty. All those things comes under value. And even in attitude, you need to have the right attitude towards whatever you do. Therefore, it is very important for an entrepreneur to acquire those standard and principles of good values which are considered good in a civilized society. In the same manner, an entrepreneur also should have the right attitude towards his or her work and while performing his or her duty. Therefore, we as individual and as a person also, we need to acquire good values and good moral values and good attitude. Ethics, values and attitudes, these are three different things but similar. Okay, so please don't get confused with what is ethics, what is values, and what is attitudes. These three ethics, value and attitudes are very essential for an entrepreneur while performing his activities and while performing his task in an enterprise. Therefore, you should not do anything that is unethical or anything that is not of a good value, or you should not perform anything that is negative in your business. So as an individual and as an entrepreneur also, it is a requisite for every individual to perform his or her duty rightfully and with optimistic mind. Thank you.